Is your dick fucked up? Does your life suck shit? Is your wife about to leave you cause you're annoying? Sounds like you've got a lot of fucking problems. Don't you sweat cause Stavvy's gonna solve them. He's pretty fucking dumb but he can figure out your problems. Here is an example, you should always use a condom.
Yeah, I guess maybe you don't always have to is my point. Like, maybe there's some situations where you don't have to use a condom, you know? But, you know what? Let's just go ahead and... Why don't we just finish the song? How about that?
Show's about to start. It's called Stavvy Solves Your Problem.
I love it every time. It gets me right here. It gets me ready to go every fucking time. Why don't we get fucking going, mate? Let's fucking get it popping. Give me a motherfucking song. Give me a fucking question there, Ralph.
Hey, Stav. I called like 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to make this concise so you can get back to actually helping people. But
Okay.
I was the person who, with the sex logistics question, was fucking fat chicks, and I appreciate your help. It has done wonders. Thank you very much. I just wanted to set the record straight. I said I didn't have the biggest dick. And I know you went on like a minute-long song about my tiny dick. It's not small. It's average.
Oh,
and
my God.
I'm fat people. I'm not against fat people. I've been an ally to the community my whole life, so I just want to get that out there. Love the show. Bye.
Yes, it is small, actually. Now I think your dick is even smaller than before. Why did you call up? A man with a big dick wouldn't even bother. A man who believed in his penis would let it go. Now I think your dick is under 3 inches. Definitely not 5. Definitely lower than 5. You little dick bitch.
He's definitely got a little ass dick for sure. You don't call back. You don't call back if your dick isn't little. Hit him with the 3.2 emote. That's right. Hit him with the motherfucking 3.2. My man's got that 3.2. Sorry, look, it's fine if your dick is small, dude. I got a little ass dick. You can live a full, healthy life. What you can't live a full, healthy life is being insecure enough to call back without a real, actual question. Don't call back to set the record straight. You're going to look worse. That's a little note for everybody. If I call your penis small, if I say you bust fast, if I say your pussy stinks, or your voice sounds like you're, that your balls are shriveled up, or it sounds like you don't know how to give head, never call back to defend yourself because I'm going to have a field day and you're going to look even worse. But, salute to you, and I hope you accept your body for how beautiful it is, even if your little dick is a nub. You know what I'm saying? Even if your dick is just pint-sized. Even if you ever get one of those little Haagen-Dazs from a fucking hotel, and it comes with its own little wooden spoon, or even like those little fucking wooden spoons that come even with like the cheaper ice creams that you would get at fucking summer camp. Even though your dick is the length and width of that little wooden spoon that comes in a fucking tiny travel-sized cup of ice cream, it's going to be okay, even though that is the case for you, and your dick is small as fuck. So, but I believe in you, and I hope you accept yourself. Next question, Ralph.
Hey, Stav. Just calling to give a quick little update. Called during one of the first couple of episodes about some alarming growths on my dick.
Nice.
Let's see, how did you put it? I believe you said this guy sounds like he pulls his dick through his khakis to have sex, which you're not wrong. It's actually spot on.
No.
Just a little update on that. I did follow your advice. I went to the doctor, and she zapped them shits off and gave me the big okay to get back to fucking. So that's we can go ahead and put that one in the solved category. But I wanted to get your advice on another problem. This one's about a couple friends of mine, and they are friends. These aren't stand-ins for me. One buddy goes and gets a new haircut. And the other buddy of mine texts him later that day and says, hey, man, you know, I felt I needed to say something about this. Kind of pissed you got the same haircut as me. Now, the person filing this complaint is a 30-year-old man, it should be noted. These aren't children. This is a full-grown man upset about a perceived similar haircut or something. So I just wanted to know, how would you react if a fellow grown man made a similar complaint to you about a hairstyle? What sorts of insults would you hurl their way? And do I need to just kick this guy's ass? I mean, really, like, at some point, people just got to have the sense knocked into them. This isn't the first trespass that he's carried out similar to this. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Dude's right. Keep up the good work.
This is interesting. I mean, you know, when you made it personal, when you made it about me, I gotta be honest, if I had a friend who was balding, let's say, was a bald man, shaved his head for years, and then during the pandemic decided to grow a bald ponytail, if he saw, after I'm on the record as aiming for a bald ponytail, if I had a friend of mine do that, I would be pissed. He would be stealing my shit. Now, ultimately, I wouldn't give a fuck because no one can pull it off the way I know I'll be able to pull it off. It sounds like your friend, the one who's complaining about getting his shit jocked, is a bitch. I think that's clear. He's probably all he has is being cool. You know, like substantively, there's not much there. So if somebody who's more well liked than him stole his haircut, I could see why it would piss him off. Having said that, unless it's a distinctive haircut, you can't really argue. There's no case. Is it distinctive? If it's distinctive, if this motherfucker had got a fucking mullet or something, I'll be honest, my friend, a good friend of mine, Eldis, you guys know him, he got orange glasses. 5 years into me wearing orange glasses. And I had to make a comment. I'll be like, oh, that's a great idea. Where'd you get that idea? Having said that, I let it roll off my back. Because I know he doesn't fucking look as cute as I do. But from time to time, I will remind him. And that's really, if your friend, if the annoying friend who complained really wanted to maintain the upper hand, he would acknowledge it, but he would let it be. And he would let the copier's guilt get to him, like the telltale heart. You know? Now, having said that, if it's just like a regular ass fucking haircut, I don't know. No real fucking argument there. But yeah. If he got like a pair of tits shaved into the back of his head, if he's titty head, and then your other friend comes through with just nipples on the back of his head, I would be pissed. But what the fuck, dude? I'm titty head. You can't steal tits on the back of your head. That's me. I think you probably know the answer, though. If it's just a regular haircut, he's probably being a fucking bitch. He sounds annoying, I will tell you that much. But I'm happy that your dick, the warts have been fucking zapped off. And more than that, I'm happy that somebody that calls in, when I recognize I can't help them, they went to, and I say, please go to the doctor. I'm very happy that you actually went to the doctor. Sorry, folks, there's no titty head emote, but we'll get it. There is a ponytail emote. Why don't you fire that one up? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there we go, Ralph. It's probably men really aren't as allowed to.
Cheers, gang. Thanks, STAVV.
Hell yeah, deflashing. Kevin, you want a little niggy? He didn't have, but here's the difference. He didn't have tits shaved into his head. He had tits on his head. Anyway, yeah. So look. There's some advice in there for you. Glean it out, clean it out. Hit me with the next one, Ralph.
Stavvy, assalamu alaikum, baby. It's fucking your boy that almost caught the DUI last week. I just wanted to update you a little bit on that.
Yes.
And there was a fucking big ass spider in my apartment. I wasn't fucking lying about that. But I talked to some cops that were like posted up out front of my apartment, and I showed them my ticket, and they said it wasn't going to be no big deal. And the reason I was freaked out about a fucking DUI is because I've been smoking weed, and I had weed in my car, and I live in fucking Kentucky, and I would have gotten fucked on that shit. But I have a actual question for you this week.
Okay.
I just started fucking hooking up with this girl, Stavvy, and like I really like her, but she's going back to fucking college in fucking Colorado in like a month, and like I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be like, if I keep like hanging out with her up until then, I'm gonna be like really bummed when she leaves. Is it worth it to just fucking like get some good puss for like a month before she leaves, just to get like really bummed out? I don't know, you know. But thank you, and you know, thanks, baby.
You're welcome, bud. I don't know what to make of this, man. Sounds like you've owned a chain wallet at some point in your life, for sure. And I hope you're age appropriate. I hope it's like, yeah, this fucking, I met this hot girl. Well, I was the manager. I met this hot girl. I work at a Foot Locker. I've been managing it for years. I'm 42 years old. And some children came in to buy shoes. And one of them we started hooking up. And one of them is actually starting college next year at Colorado. And I'm worried, like, do I date her all through her senior year? And then eventually get, you know, my heart broken? I'm hoping you're like honestly, it sounds like you're a 24-year-old loser. Also, you just trust cops, if we've learned anything. So, some cops were posted up outside of your apartment. Maybe it's a To Catch a Predator sting. Are you sure this is a woman that you love, or have you fallen in love with a decoy from To Catch a Predator? You're about to drop her off at college. You're like, all right, babe, let me just go get a Gatorade for the ride to Colorado, and then Chris Hansen's waiting in your fucking kitchen. Why don't you have a seat? Why don't you have a seat? You think it's smart to have sex with a child while you're drunk and driving around? Chris Hansen just gone off the deep end. He's actually letting people fuck kids now because he's just doing it solo. Okay. To give you some real advice, pal, and not to ridicule you, let's see here. I think you're in one way or the other, right? Like, what, are you going to preemptively break up with her? I think you got to ride this out. You got to ride that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you're the right age to be dating this woman. Let's say that, even though guys that sound like you probably do commit. Even if you are not a sex criminal, you sound like a guy who might play bass in a pop punk band still. You know what I mean? So sounds like you might be dating a child. You know, you've got the voice of a man that writes So Anything ripoffs and tries to have sex with 16-year-olds by sending them the, like, big eyes emoji. Even if that's not you, that's what your voice sounds like. But let's say you're not that guy. You're just an age-appropriate loser who's smitten by this young lady who's about to go back to college, I would ride it out. If it's nice, it's nice. And if real feelings develop, you know, I'm going to go ahead and guess you don't have a lot going on. I'm not saying you relocate, but a guy like you that sounds like you, come on, man. I bet you're wearing a beanie right now. You probably have a lip ring. You were meant to be in Colorado, working a fucking weed dispensary. You know, tell people you're about to hit the fucking, go snowboarding, but you never do. And you're not that good, but you talk about it all the time. That's who you're meant to be. So ride this out, and maybe this girl's your ticket to fulfill your destiny. I think it's a very real possibility. But don't quit on it preemptively, regardless of, you know, anything. Just ride the feeling out. If you're having a nice time, you're having a nice time, and real feelings might develop, or it might fizzle out. She might get tired of you. The problem might solve itself. And if it becomes a problem, it's a good problem to have. Having real feelings for somebody to the point where it kind of makes you make hard decisions about your life if you don't love everything else going on in your life. Right now, you're a DUI getting guy who lives in Kentucky. You could probably relocate. But it's a good problem to have, to be pushed to have to rethink your life because of the feelings you develop for somebody. So, even though it might make a hard decision and you might have to either stop the relationship or change or uproot what you're doing, that's growth. Having to have real fucking decisions, having to have stakes in your life for once, you know, that's good for you. So, you know, Godspeed, my brother with the annoying voice. Next question.
Okay, this one is a follow-up from the closeted trans girl who called in 2 weeks in a row.
Oh,
First
yeah.
time because parents found her dress, and second time because a friend of hers helped her play it off. I'm prefacing this just because the audio quality is kind of sketchy on the call, and it's also a two-parter with a couple twists and turns.
I love it.
So it definitely deserves a preface.
Hey, Stavvy baby. It's the trans girl that's called in 2 times before.
Yes.
So I took your advice. I've been talking to this cute girl on Tinder, which, like, first of all, way out of my league. Super cute and smart, funny, good music taste, whatever. I don't know how I got her to match with me. But anyways, I went to her house the other day. I was super excited that we were just going to, like, watch a movie or something. And I get there, and she is, like, passed out on the floor drunk. And then she is, like, trying to eat a drink, and it's super weird because it's, like, 2 p.m. on a Thursday.
Jesus Christ.
And so I'm just kind of like, I gotta go, and I leave.
Smart.
And she texted me, and I was like, I'm so sorry, we should hang out again for real, blah, blah, blah. And so, like, do you keep pursuing this girl or not? And also, like, if I do or if I don't, tell her that now, like, and she, like, talked to me about how she drives all the time, and she gets drunk, like, a lot alone, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird situation, but she's very attractive and very cool. So, yeah, let me know.
Respect on that last part. Is there a 2-parter, Ralph? There's more coming?
Yeah, here's the second part to it.
This is in reference to my last call. I just wanted you to also know that she keeps telling me she's going to start doing stand-up comedy after COVID ends.
Nope.
And she wants me to help workshop her jokes.
No.
So
no.
Just keep that in mind.
Absolutely not.
Answer. All right. Thank you again, Stavvy. Love you. Bye.
You know what? Thank you. Thank you for adding. That was the final piece of the puzzle. Good God. Run. Get the fuck out of there, baby girl. You do not need to be around this bitch. Look, a passed out, 2 p.m. passed out. What we can work around that. But stand-up comedy, wanting to workshop her jokes with you, no amount of pussy is worth that, my friend. Even before the stand-up comedy, I was gonna say this is not worth it for you. If it wasn't COVID and you're not worried about your parents, here's the thing: this person is not wearing her mask. She's not being like safe. She's not, keeping 6 feet apart. You gotta eat. She must be really hot though. I say it's not worth it, especially because don't you want to just kind of sneak in there, get some pussy, and pop out? This is like the timer is running out on your because of hormones, right? You want to get one last nice pump with your dick before the hormones take over, right? I'm gonna say you got to get out of there, but you could fuck once and then leave. This is a classic situation, what I like to call the mouse trying to get the cheese. All right? This is a classic mouse knows about the if you do it, you have to take the approach of a mouse that understands there's a trap, but you're going to try and get the cheese real fast before the fucking thing snaps on you. All right? Sometimes a smart mouse can get the cheese, this thing goes off, but it's out before it gets trapped. My fear is you don't have your wits about, you've been with your parent, you're in this weird situation with your parents, it's the corona, you got the hormones going, that's all new. I don't know if you're at the top of your game to be the tricky mouse that just tries to get the cheese real fast before it snaps on you. Because this girl is a horrible trap. She will fucking and just ruin your life. Because a lot of people are doing this math. A lot of people are like, ugh, but she's so hot. And she has to to have this kind of behavior. So I am going to say don't do it begrudgingly. It goes against everything I stand for. Because it's such a tough time, because this would be your only real human interaction, this is the type of person that you need to have on like a back burner. You never depend on them. But because of the very nature of the fucking pandemic, she's sort of like your main, your main focus. You never want a person like this to be your main focus. You never want to hit your wagons to all these fucking wild ups and downs. Having said that, if she is hot enough. No. I say don't do it, but I would respect you if you attempted the mount to be the tricky mouse. All right? I would respect it. I say don't do it. This is like when they call you in and they're like, if it goes wrong, you're on your fucking own. You're rogue. Like the beginning of a fucking 80s action movie where they tell Jean-Claude Van Damme, if you get captured or killed, we will call you a terrorist. There is no help. So, there's no... You are taking a major risk being the fucking tricky mouse. But if the cheese is delicious enough, I couldn't fault you. I myself have attempted to be the tricky mouse, and it's worked sometimes. And it's been nice. But other times it has not. And it's been bad. So, my friend, that's what I'm going to tell you. Probably no. If you're feeling ambitious, try and be the tricky mouse and get the cheese real fast and then kind of shut off all communication because of the pandemic. But for God's sakes, whatever you do, do not get captured, because you will find yourself workshopping jokes about what cum tastes like that are going to bomb in a year. But I love you and I respect you. Okay, next question. Next question, Ralph.
Stavvy, baby, this is your bottom bitch, Fat Mike, calling you from the Albania of Northern Europe, which is Ireland. I got a lot of problems, but I'm only going to hit you with one this week, which is I'm in lockdown. I'm a bald motherfucker, growing the beard out. I'm wondering, should I go for the whole, like, Albrecht Dürer, sides and all, and Rasputin beard? What do you think? Much love, Fat Mike.
Fat Mike. Grow the beard out. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Make a change. All right? You're in lockdown. You're bald. You're a fat Irish piece of shit. Get a fucking long beard. I think it looks cool. You definitely look intimidating. Do you have a little toughness to you, Mike? You know what I'm saying? Because a bald head, long-ass beard can look tough and cool. You look like Kimbo Slice. Or you can look like a fucking, I don't know, a GameStop employee with selective alopecia. You know what I'm saying? Can you look menacing? If you can look menacing, get that. Do the Action Bronson. If you look mischievous, or you can look mischievous like Action Bronson, or you can look menacing like a cool fucking tough bald guy with a long ass beard. But I say try it, Fat Mike. Try it, you little motherfucker. Your red ass beard. Yeah, the chat's loving the fucking beard, Mike. Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, Fat Mike. Hi, Kirby. Good to see you. Shout out to Fat Mike. You can do it, Fat Mike. Okay. Why don't we get another one going? Let's get another fucking... Ralph, you're looking good. I just saw on Twitter what you posted. You look cute.
Thank you.
Give me a next question, Ralph.
Hey, Stav, big fan. Saw you in Michigan last year before everything went to hell.
My man.
I'm not really sure if this is a problem or not, but I'd really like to know your preference or ideal height for a woman. I've dated lots of different girls from 5'1" to pushing 6 foot, and just like to know your take on it. All right, thanks. Bye.
Interesting. I don't really have a fucking preference. I in general am an appreciator of all types of women, body types, etc. I like, of course, well documented, like a big fat juicy titty, but I like a little titty. I like to suck on a little titty as well. In terms of height, I would say I prefer, I guess I just, because look, I myself, spiritually I'm 6'7", but physically I might be closer to 5'7". So I probably tend to like a shorter girl. I would say just my natural inclination is probably shorter, big tittied girl. What can I say? Having said that, I've dated women that are taller than me. I've dated women that are taller than that. I've dated women that are slender. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, I started out as a lover of fat titties and fat titties only. But in my wisdom, now that I'm a 31-year-old man, I also like a big fat juicy ass as well. So I think honestly, and I know this gives not to give a trite answer, but I love vibes, brother. I love the vibes, to be correct. And especially if I like, you know, if the vibes are right, the chances are I'm going to be able to bust a nut, no matter how tall a lady is. And like I said, I fucked a tall girl. I fucked a tall girl standing up, and I kind of thrusted my dick up into her pussy. That felt cool. No problems there. But oftentimes I really just, I don't know. I don't have a hard and fast type. I don't really have a hard and fast preference. But I have a hard and fast dick. But I have a sort of hard and often fast dick. My dick is either very fast or it takes too long. I'm never in the right zone. This is fucked up foreskin, but I can't. My love for my country, Elada, I can't force myself to do anything about it. I'm gonna have this fucked up foreskin for the rest of my life. God bless the soldiers, the women who have treated it with respect. But, you know, but ultimately though, I do think personal preference is fine as long as you treat the people that you're having sex with and engage in intimate relationships with respect. Some people can't help it. Some people have very specific types, and as long as you're a fucking good guy or a good girl, who gives a fuck, really? I myself, I'm sort of a renaissance man when it comes to pussy. You know what I mean? I like to try a little bit of I'm at the buffet. I fuck the way I eat. A lot of whatever. I like very high quality cuts. I like very high quality meals. Every once in a while, I'm having a fucking cheesesteak from the bodega at 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not really a problem, but you know, there's a thorough answer to your question, my friend. Pound off in the chat. What do you guys like to fuck? Psych? Psych, I don't fucking care. Psych, I do care, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Stav, ass or titties? I'm 6'1", my girlfriend was 5'10". That's nice. You like to fuck dudes? That's cool. Just any dude? Redhead with a bush. You like to fuck cheesecake. A lot of good stuff. I can't wait for the ponytail, the dude. I do have beautiful eyes, and I'm lucky. People tell me I have nice skin. And ultimately, I think that's what has saved me in my life. Because if I looked like I looked and it, you know, wasn't smooth and golden, it might be a problem. But thank the Lord. The Lord took almost everything else from me, but he gave me this beautiful, luscious skin. I also don't have a big deal. I don't give a fuck if a girl's taller than me. I don't have a fuck. I was very lucky. I didn't realize I was short until literally last year. I legit thought 5'7" was tall. I'm so lucky. I have body issues, obviously, because I grew up a fat kid and I wasn't always this confident. But thank God the stuff I didn't recognize. So I don't fuck. It never bothers me if a girl's taller than me. Who gives a fuck? I don't have a complex about that. I think it's cool, actually. I don't even think it's cool. I just don't. It doesn't fucking bother me one way or the other. An ex was like, I don't need to wear heels. I was like, I don't give a fuck if you wear heels. Wear platforms, baby girl. What the fuck do I care? Closer to the pussy, give it a little smooch. That's the ideal height. Pussy smooching height. Just walking down the street. Mwah. But yeah, don't fuck. Everybody who's hung up on height, who gives a fuck? Especially if a tall girl will fuck you. That's one of the fucking most hilarious. It's a great ironic twist, because oftentimes men are short because they're angry that they're short because they don't get pussy. But then you're not going to get pussy if she's too tall? You're stopping yourself from the very thing that you are getting mad at preemptively. Free yourself, my short brethren. Fuck every height. That's my sage advice to you. I'm 6'4", so as long as she's shorter than me, I don't care. I'm fucking 6'7", girl. Dunk on me. Take me down to the low post. Fucking posterize me. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm throwing around the Irishman series. Let's go ahead and take the next one.
Hey, Stav. Hope you're well. I've had about a dozen White Claws, so I thought I'd hit you up. So basically, I moved back home for a bit. And I'm meeting my stepdad, and he's really awesome. He's got great taste in music, and he's been really cool. Buys me booze, all this great stuff. However, he keeps trying to show me Jordan Peterson videos in a very earnest way. And whenever I make fun of them, he doesn't quite get it. And I don't think he's seen the stuff that's so bad. And his feelings get hurt really easy. So basically, I'm just wondering, like when I'm sober, perhaps, how can I explain to my stepdad that there's like nothing to be earnest about regarding Jordan Peterson? That he sucks and that it's hilarious. Like, how can I make my stepdad laugh at? Hold on, I have to burp a little bit. Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, how can I make my stepdad laugh at Jordan Peterson and not get his feelings hurt? Okay, that's all, I guess. Enjoy your pistachios. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
My pistachios. Damn, he loves Jordan Peterson. This is hard. This is hard for me because everyone, I'm very happy and very lucky that my mom is very liberal, or we see eye to eye on most political issues. And then every other Greek person is so fucking stupid that I just tell them to shut the fuck up. And it's a roasting culture in Greece where, you know, I'll say, shut up, you dumb bitch. They'll be like, shut up, you fat cocksucker, all that kind of stuff. How do you get him to not hurt his feelings? I mean, honestly, I think, look, I don't even fucking know. All I know about Jordan Peterson is that he got addicted to pills and he eats too much beef. And he fucking keeps talking about cleaning your room, and he uses the Little Mermaid as an allegory. Every woman should give me pussy. Oh, I'm smart because I tell people that they have to keep tidying it. I call being messy a dragon. I guess, fuck. If you really just wanted to, is there a way for you to be like, he's not really my bag. He's not really my thing. You know what I mean? Here's what you do. He shows you that, you'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then you just show him fail videos. Because a guy that likes Jordan Peterson, he's going to love watching a guy get his nuts absolutely demolished by a railing while he's trying to skateboard. Alright? Or you just show him like, yeah. I would say you just got to keep it light, keep it away from politics, and then maybe try and like sneak in some stuff to him that he, you know, try and get him some stuff that he might, I don't even know if you want to convert him or just have a good time with him. He's your stepdad. You just kind of want to keep it fucking cordial. As long as you're not saying any racist shit. Or how about this? You fucking, you watch the Joe Rogan with, what's his face? With Jordan Peterson. And then you let it autoplay. You're like, why don't we just see what's next? And then, but you haven't autoplayed it. You actually queued up the Bernie one. And then you're like, that guy's pretty cool. And then maybe gets into Bernie that way. But I honestly don't know much about him. I gotta be honest. I just like to make fun of him because he got addicted to pills. He eats beef. He seems to want to fuck his daughter, sort of. And he's one of those guys that you can tell thinks he's smart, but I don't really feel like he's that smart. As a guy who's not smart and admits it, I can tell when someone thinks they're smarter than they are. Yeah, I guess show him the Zizek debate. So I'm sorry. I wish I got to do more research on why he's specifically bad and give you a better I don't think that was. I'm not familiar enough to give you good anti-Jordan Peterson tactics. Yeah, don't do the Zizek debate. Just fucking make him watch fail videos. You don't have to convince him that he's a dumb piece of shit. Just be like, I don't really see it. Don't make fun of it either, because this guy seems like he gets his feelings hurt. Just watch Jackass. If you can't enjoy Jackass, something's wrong with you. Okay? Just do that. Watch John Wick. He'll have a nice time. Hit me with another question there, Ralph.
Hey, Stavvy, you told me to call back. It's the gay guy who wanted to try getting pegged by a girl.
Yes.
Anyway, I met up with the hot stripper I matched with on Tinder. She pegged me. It was great. She wanted me to try fucking her. I did. It went pretty good. I'd say I still prefer guys by maybe an 85 to 15 ratio.
Yes, dude.
But definitely somewhat bi. She had a good time, too. I think we were both really into it. Anyway, I've got a somewhat related question. Do I continue this thing of, I've only been with guys before? Because I think she found it pretty hot. So with other girls, do I continue this in the future, or is that wrong to do?
Interesting.
Anyway, thanks. Love the show and all the money you raise.
A moral quandary from our newly sort of bisexual friend. And let's give this man a nice round of applause that he deserves. Beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, dude. Well, first of all, congratulations. That sounds pretty cool. And I'm happy that you got to fuck a hot stripper. And not only should you keep doing that, I'm about to start doing it. I think I said this last time. This is about to be my move. I'm about to be like, yeah, and also my fetish is for really little dicks. And I'm going to get the smallest fucking dildo of all time. And I'm going to get pegged by these hot strippers. And then I'm going to bust so fast, I'll be like, just the new experience was crazy. You probably shouldn't lie. But you could be like, I've only tried to be with, don't go into specific, here's what you do, ready? You don't go into specifics. You say, I've only been with a girl once. It was okay, but I really want to act this out. You know what I'm saying? It's so they don't press you on anything. Like or you give it some time and you're like, I haven't been with women. This would be funny if this is how you were straight. If you just only did this for the rest of your life, you were technically straight. You're basically Ralph Cifaretto. Damn, I'm so jealous you got to fuck a hot stripper. But I'm not. I'm happy for you. You know what? I am jealous, but I am also happy because, you know, we contain multitudes. And I'm both. I'm both jealous and happy for my dear homosexual friend. Yeah, don't lie. Don't lie. Just be like, I don't really fuck that many girls. You're probably not going to throw your average off so much that it stops being hot. You know? Like, the hot thing is that they're fucking a gay guy. And you're still basically a gay guy. You know what I mean? For all intents and purposes, you didn't really like fucking pussy. You sort of did it you did it to be a trooper. If you had your way, you would have just gotten fucked in the ass by this lady. Right? Like, you would have been fine with that. So, I think you still fulfill... Now, if you had put your dick in her pussy and you'd been like, whoa, now we're talking. And you stopped fucking guys and you were like... And you stop fucking guys all together, and this is the way you tried to fuck women, that would be morally dubious. But you just say, I'm a gay guy, I've only been with one woman, sort of as a non-regular thing, and I want to get the... I think you still check the box for this woman. So don't lie. But I don't think you're gonna have any problems if you just make your bio like gay guy trying to get pegged by a girl and don't go into specifics. And if they ask you, tell them. But if not, I think you're not misrepresenting yourself by saying that about yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, you've experimented, you've dabbled a little bit here and there. So, congrats to you. I've loved to hear that. Really, really happy for you. And this is what this show is all about. Helping people achieve this man called in and he didn't know even where to start. And I say, make a Tinder. There's going to be fucked up. There's going to be girls that are fucked in the head that are going to love this. He got no shortage of replies. And he gets fucked by a hot stripper. It makes his fantasies happen. And now there's probably some people in this chat that have a new thing to jerk off to that they didn't even think about. So as a community, we're all helping each other. And there's people on YouTube that are probably jacking off to this now and looking into this very specific pornography. I love you. I love you and I'm happy for you. And once again, a nice round of applause for our friend that got pegged by a hot stripper. Next question, please, Ralphie.
What's up, Stavvy, baby? You fucking detective from Who Killed Roger Rabbit looking ass motherfucker.
That's me,
it's a dude calling back about the whole Brazilian au pair forcing somebody to take a Plan B pill on FaceTime situation. I just wanted to update y'all. She called me like a week ago just to tell me that she got her period. And of course, I parlayed that shit into me getting some top because the top was fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm talking about no gag reflexes.
All right.
Breaking through that epiglottis like fucking Jack Nicholson in The Shining type of shit.
Respect.
So I had to go back one more time. I did fuck without a condom again because I probably had some real emotional issues.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
Reached yet with my therapist, but I'm working on it. I do have another question.
You're risking.
After that happened, after the top occurred, she was like basically like trying to break up with me or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was fucking weird. I was obviously not into it on that level, but she was like giving me all these like in the conversation, she was telling me all these reasons as to like how I fucked up the conversation. Like she didn't like my reaction to like her not being with the fucking pro-choice movement. Like,
right.
And in that situation, I kind of just let her like talk all over me because I knew in the back of my mind, like, none of this shit matters to me. Like, the fuck, your opinion is worthless. Like, I love you and respect you as a human being and as a woman, but don't give a fuck about your opinion because it disagrees with mine. Now, when I left the conversation, I felt like some resentment. Like, fuck. I mean, I had all these things that I wanted to say. Like, bitch, how you gonna fucking have sex with me and not mention that you don't believe in abortion? We're in California, like the most progressive state in the fucking world, and you think that it's weird that I'm reacting this way? You know, like I just have these little resentful thoughts because I don't articulate that. But my question to you is, like, is it smart to be non-confrontational in that situation and just kind of let it pass and fucking walk away and let her, you know, think she won the conversation? Or do I say something and not have that kind of resentment later? Like, is it smarter to do, you know what I mean? Like, which has a more net positive effect? And then what would you do in that situation?
Right. Okay.
You will, baby. I love you.
I love you too. And look, I'm happy you got top. Having said that, I'm not happy that you fucked out a condom again. What are you talking? In fact, you know where some of your resentment's coming from is to yourself, pal. For putting yourself into that position. Because let's be honest. Yes, it's tough to hear that. Once your nut is in someone's body, you don't want to hear that they don't believe in, you know, the morning after pill, abortion, whatever. That's the last time you want to hear that. But sure, this was her fault. Maybe she could have. On some level, I can see that you see it as a failure on her part. But at the same time, it's a truly it takes two to tango ass situation. And this is also you were just sort of naive, and you're saying because of the residency of your state, it's the most pro-choice. Motherfucker, last I checked, there's a lot of Republicans out there. That's Ronald Reagan country. Arnold Schwarzenegger was out there as a Republican. Okay? So if you're going to make a state demographic argument, I wouldn't, you know, it's not like you fucking, you're not in fucking New York City. You know what I mean? You didn't meet her at the Women's March. She's a Brazilian. She's a foreign au pair from a deeply Catholic country that probably is living with the kind of rich family that might also be Republican. Okay? So some of the failure is on you in this situation. But I don't think that so just in the future, I think you're a little resentful towards yourself for putting yourself in that situation, right? Would be my guess. Having said that, also, I don't think you saw it that way. And your immediate question is, in a situation where someone is engaging you in this big, if someone is mad at you, do you gain anything from sort of making it an argument, being confrontational, especially when you feel like you're never going to see this person again? I think it's not. I think you sort of did the right thing, and it's not really worth the argument, right? I think you could also argue that nutting in somebody, from her perspective, getting nutted in without getting the clearance could also be seen as a overstepping of boundaries, right? I don't know. I don't like when people drink from my oat milk without asking me first. I think I'd be pretty mad if somebody nutted inside of me without getting total clearance. You know what I'm saying? If you take a sip of my yoo-hoo without asking, I'm pissed. If you put your fucking jizz in my pussy, I would be pretty miffed, pal. That's a big party foul. But look, if it's a casual relationship that's ending, it's good that you recognize the feelings. It's good that you understand what you're frustrated about, and it's maybe better. Maybe it's like an improvement for you emotionally from where you used to be, that you're even aware of that in the moment. But I think in this specific case, it was probably fine not to make it an argument. But it's good that you're aware of the things that you might want to bring up when you're in a relationship or when you're dating somebody that you could see a long-term future with. But in this case, I think you were fine to let her go. And I would even go so far as to say maybe you could see it from her perspective a little more. You know what I mean? But I'm happy that you did get top multiple times. I'm happy that you're on some kind of post-divorce pussy-getting journey. But you have to stop nutting in women. You cannot be doing that, Chief. Okay? I do not want, and that goes for everybody. Stop nutting. Wear a condom, for Christ's sake. You gotta admit, it's a little bit on you. Because look, when that happened to me, I was 23. And I had just started getting pussy. Like, outside of, like, long relation, like a college girlfriend, all that kind of stuff. I was not a pussy getter in my youth. I was fresh to getting pussy. It was all new and exciting. You don't really have that excuse as a divorcee. And you said in your previous call you're a chubby little bald man. So you've aged those are harder years than most people. You're in your early 30s, but in chubby bald years, you're 42 years old. So you have the life experience to know better than to nut inside of an au pair. But that would be my advice to you, my friend, and keep out there, keep sucking and fucking, but wear a freaking condom, all right? I don't want you to be a father too soon. Okay. Respect, and I love you. Let me get another motherfucking question, Big Ralphio.
Hey, Stav. I called in one of the early episodes about a situation where my mom had molested me when I was little, and I talked to my dad about it.
Right.
And he told her that I talked to him, so I should have fucked everything up. It turns out the reason he told her is because he didn't believe me. And I also found out that even though they've been divorced for a few years, they're fucking again, and that was basically most of the reason why he decided he'd rather get some side pussy than have a relationship with his son, which sucked. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I've moved out and I'm out of my own, doing pretty well. I've a good network of friends. Pretty much got them out of my life, which is good.
Hell yeah,
I just wanted to say thank you very much for the advice. It meant a lot to me to get someone else's perspective on what was happening. Yeah, living with my dad while he was acting like he hadn't done anything wrong was sort of fucking with me. I do have another question for you, but I'll leave it in a separate message because I think I'm running short on time.
Wow, what a fucking good guy. This man, a lot of you motherfuckers that call in and drone on and on and on about how you can't get pussy, but you're not making it fucking, you know, sharp and to the point. This man got molested by his mom. His dad lied about, covered it up so he could keep fucking his mom after they had been divorced. And he's worried about taking up too much time. My friend, you couldn't listen. Listen, it doesn't make up for it, but little silver lining, you get to take as long as you want on this call-in show due to what happened, the horrific events that happened in your childhood. Doing my part to make it right. But you're doing the right thing, pal. I'm glad that you're cutting them out of your life. Your dad, first of all, your dad is a fucking piece of shit. This really is like, if you don't like Australians, what more do you need than this story? Oh, I don't believe it. I don't think she molested you. Sheila, did you suck our boy's cock? Sorry, I fucked it up there. Did you suck his pecker? No. And then he gets top from that fucking... She's probably horrible looking. Just leathery ass skin. Looking like this. Similar hair to mine. Good for you. Fuck your dad. Fuck your mom. Truly, you got dealt a really little dicked hand parentally, but the good news is fuck your family if they're pieces of shit. You can find family in your close friends, in your social circle. And, you know, like I said, some of the people that are most important, I think I made this point when you first called in, but some of the people that are most important in my life are just friends of mine, people I met throughout, you know, those are the people that I'm going to share holidays with going forward. It's not going to be everybody in my biological family, but it's going to be people that, you know, really were there for me just throughout my life and who I connected with. And you're going to find that, and you don't need those fucking pieces of shit that raised you. So, salute to you, my brother. Respect. Hit me with the next one there, Ralphio.
Do you want to hear this guy's follow-up question or the next repeat caller?
Yeah. Hit me with the follow-up.
Hey, it's me, that's a tattoo. Yeah, because I was like molested and abused when I was little, I'm really uncomfortable with being touched and being intimate with people. And yeah, I haven't really been intimate with anyone except for, being molested when I was little. I'm not really keen on sorting it out by like seeing a sex therapist or anything like that. I was wondering if I should try and find like a sex worker who's comfortable with like me being uncomfortable, if that makes sense, and helping me out of the way to sort of dip my toes in with this, because I really want to sort of get out there and try things I've just always been afraid to. Is that a bad idea or not? Thanks for listening. Bye.
Yeah, of course, dude. Okay, so clearly you said you don't want to see a sex therapist, is I think what you said, but did you say you don't want to see a therapist at all? Because first of all, I'm saying this is probably a good idea from me, coming from a fat, toothless dirtbag. I think an understanding sex worker could very well help you. Having said that, that's my knee-jerk reaction. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a fucking psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever the fuck. I could see it as a possible solution, and especially if it's something you feel comfortable with, I say why not try it? But I also think, unless you're already in therapy, I'm sorry, it's been a while since our first call. I don't remember the exact specifics. I would definitely say go to therapy. I hope I told you to do that already. Talk this shit through, and that could definitely be something that, you know, helps you out. I don't know. There's definitely medical like steps you can take. And as horrible as your situation is, how as much as it like has affected you, it has happened to other people. Other people have dealt with it. It's been studied. So there's ways for you to cope that are probably like, you know, medically sound. I think getting sucked off by a sex worker could be one of them. Personally, I don't see nothing wrong with it. A nice patient sex worker, honestly, you'd probably just putting myself in their shoes. It'd probably be a nice change of pace from some of the dirtbags that they probably have to fuck to do, you know, to get their job to get their money. So a fat man that's actively growing a ponytail who's bald says yes, with the caveat that I would get that checked out. I would talk at least to a therapist and work through these issues a little bit, because I can give you like some advice, and I'm glad, you know, I'm a good sounding board. I can give you my honest opinion and all this shit, but you should probably also run this by a doctor. But sounds pretty cool to me. Getting rubbing titties on your terms, because I think it's probably a big problem for you is control, and this gives you the ability to control the situation. So, but again, that's me that's the pop psychology Stavvy. So, I would say check that shit out. And if you're hesitant about therapy in general, I just think I can't recommend it enough. It's done a lot of wonders for me, and it's done wonders for friends of mine that have been in a similar situation to yours too. It's not just people that are, you know, depressed little fat boys. People that have dealt with much more serious things than me have also swear by it. So, but listen, pal, if you're feeling ready to get your fucking prickadillo licked, who am I to stop you? Respect. I know Giannis is on Tisket. That's my sacrifice to you because I love you. I'm not watching the game. They're crushing the Celtics. Wish I was watching Giannis. Oh, man. Anyway, next question. Bucks up by 13. That's what I like to hear. Fishy Fish 70. I love basketball. Go ahead. Sorry, man.
Hey, Stavvy. This is the guy who called about, like, texting his mom, the pussy thing, and her not talking to him anymore. So I took your advice and apologized, which is all I can do. But I think that you and my mom have some sort of, like, psychic connection, or, like, well...
Yeah, we have more than a psychic connection.
After, like, 3 days of radio silence, my mom texted me back with, like, this multi-paragraph text message saying, among other things, that she thought I was implying that I was, quote, having sexual intercourse with my cat. But then she said she, like, quote, consulted your father and older sister about it and decided that you were making a pun, which I did not understand at the time and refused to talk to you as a result. But then she, like, got really fucking weird about it.
Okay.
Like, she calls me and she says, I was talking to the girls, and because of your sexual repression, I've been thinking I should set you up with someone.
Whoa.
And I was talking to my friends about this. And do you remember? I shouldn't say her name because I don't want her dragged into this whole thing, but she's like, says this girl that I haven't talked to since I was like 6 years old, name, and she's like, we've set up like a Zoom date for you two.
Oh,
and she's a furry like you are, which I'm not a furry. I don't know where she got that from.
No,
and, like,
shut up.
Things have just fucking, my entire family knows about this now. They think it's the funniest shit in the world. So really my question here is, like, after I go on the Zoom date, which will be Monday, I think.
Okay.
When I kill myself out of embarrassment, should I do it, like, blow my brains out in the middle of the street, or should I, like, just do it kind of quietly where no one will notice? Thanks, Stavvy.
No problem.
Love the show. Bye, I guess.
I think what you should do is get one of those raccoon tails and put a butt plug in it, but have a butt plug that, like, when you press it, it, like, expands. So you want to kill yourself through furry butt play that explodes your asshole and has you bleed out. It kind of blows your nuts off. All that stuff kind of drains out. So that's how I would do it, to prove to your mom once and for all, to be like, oh, you want to see a furry? This is a furry, bitch. And she just finds clumps of raccoon. You have to be wearing a raccoon head as well. And she'll find clumps of hair in your asshole. Will be blowed out. This is cool. It would be awesome if your mom was like, and look, she's a fucking slut. She's a furry. So you know she sucks cock. And maybe then you'll stop sending your mother weird shit about fucking your cat. Yeah, are you a furry? Maybe your mom knows something about you that you don't know about yourself. Maybe she caught you rubbing your little peanut when you were playing Mario, the Tanuki suit part, when you had the raccoon tail. Maybe she caught you jacking your little 4-year-old penis to that, and she knew. You know what I mean? Or yeah, maybe it's Jeanette. Maybe she's a furry. She let it slip up. Maybe that's why she was so horrified, because she was like, no, like in Werewolf, fucking what's the Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf? When his dad is like, no, not you. Maybe your mom was hoping it skipped a generation, and that's why she didn't know how to handle the furry cat text, because she was like, fuck, my son wants to fuck furry animals too. He's doomed. He's cursed just like me. So, yeah, I would say put a furry butt plug up your ass that's so big it kills you. That's how I would kill myself if I were you. Next question there, Ralph.
Hey, Stav. First time, long time. I'm going on a socially distanced date with a woman next week, but I'm trying to decide if I should shave my mustache for it. It doesn't look terrible, but it's not great either because it's blonde flesh colored. I think it might be the reason I haven't been getting any second dates lately from other women, because I seem to have better dating luck when I didn't have the mustache. I don't know for sure, though. Also, I kind of want to shave it anyway because I've had it for a while and I think it's time for it.
Okay.
But the issue is all of my dating app pics have the mustache in them, and I don't know if it's right to show up to the date with a different look. Should I shave my not terrible but also blonde flesh-colored mustache? Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Take care, man. Thanks. See ya. Bye.
Well, the very nature that you asked that, by the very nature of asking that question, you prove you don't deserve a mustache. No man with a terrible mustache. And by the way, you have a stupid-looking flesh blonde mustache. Let's take a look at my mustache. I can barely grow facial hair. This is not a great mustache. It curls on one side and it stays straight on the other. It's sort of wispy, but you think I've ever thought about fucking shaving it to get pussy? No. It's a paradox, because if you ever consider shaving it, you have to shave it. If you ever want to save it, it's like fucking Solomon the baby. We'll split it in half. The second you're thinking of splitting it in half, or I think that's probably a wrong analogy, but whatever. Shut up, fuck you. The second you're worried about the mustache, you might as well fucking take it, because you don't know how to wield it. It's too powerful for you. Also, if all your pictures are with the stash, that means they're trying to fuck the guy with the stash. You don't have a single picture without you with the stash, and you're worried about that? They've liked you. They've swiped on you. It has nothing to do with the stash. It's about the fact that you don't believe in yourself enough to fucking pull the stash off. And the stash is... And this new doubting of the stash is merely a symptom of the overall disease of not believing in yourself. It also sounded like you don't really want to shave it. You're like, it's time. I've been thinking about it. It's not. That's not. If one of those girls had sucked you off, you would never consider it. Right or wrong? Answer that. This is how you know you should save the stash or not. If you had gotten fucked on a previous date, would you still want to shave the stash? And if that's the case, maybe it's time to shave it. But I don't believe that is the case. I think you're suffering from overall lack of confidence. And you just got to build yourself up slowly, playboy. Okay? Now, if it continues, if you think this... And look, the stash is an easy fix. It's like when a fucking football team sucks dick and they switch out the quarterback. Is it really the quarterback's fault that everybody's fucking horrible on the team? No, but it's the most recognizable. That's the stash. Could it be your clothes? Could it be your attitude? You know, are you depressed? Probably a lot more a lot of different things. But those are harder to fix than just shaving simply the stash, the quarterback of your look. So, I think because they've, if these are all online dates and they see you with the stash, it's not the stash that's stopping them, it's something else. So look inward and believe in yourself, okay? Try and build up some confidence. And it's hard to do in quarantine because part of it is just trying to fuck more. The second you get top, this will all fucking, melt away. Believe me. I think you need to keep it, at least for this date. See how it feels. And ask yourself the question I asked you. If I had gotten pussy, would I still want to shave the stash? I don't think you would. Okay. Next question there, Ralph.
Okay, so my boyfriend broke up with me like 2 weeks ago, and he changed the caption on one of our photos that said, "I love you," to, "If you're seeing this, it's still true." What does that mean?
Oh, this guy sucks. Here's what it means. You know what it means? It means he doesn't want girls to think he has a girlfriend that he would say, "I love you" to, but he wants you to know, if you're feeling desperate, that he'd still want to fuck you. That's what it means. This man is, honestly, this is a 4D chess move. It scrubs "I love you" from a picture of him with the girl, but it keeps the possibility of some rebound head when you're feeling down about yourself. This is clear as day. I fucking knocked this out of the park first pitch. We don't need to talk about it anymore. 100% what this guy's doing. He is a psycho. Stay away from him. The manipulative move here. And he broke up with you, right? You gotta stay away. Stay the fuck away. That's his move. If he had an Instagram picture with a girl and it said "I love you," think he could fuck? No. But if it's something cryptic, it's an inside joke with his cousin. Girls that want to fuck him it'll at least obscure it. It'll be like, oh, it's a picture with his ex. Whatever. He's not one of those guys that scrubs. Some people delete everything, some people leave it. Different philosophies there. It would be harsh to see the "I love you" though if you were trying to fuck him. If you were a different girl. So, stay away. Don't do it. He broke up with you. You're probably hurting right now. You can probably get some other dick. You sound like a cute girl. It's very easy to fuck after a breakup if you're a woman. Fuck a stranger before you fuck him is what I'll tell you. Or don't fuck anybody. Work on yourself. Start feeling better, baby girl. Okay? Eventually you'll go to a "How Stella got her groove back" montage. Once you're feeling up to it. You'll have some daiquiris. You'll get fucking absolutely stuffed by a handsome stranger. But for now, either fuck somebody else, either start that montage now, or start healing so you can get to that montage, and absolutely do not contact this ex. Hit me with the next one. Ralphie.
Stavvy, you beautiful son of a bitch. Listen, from one fellow bald man to another, I need to know how you got that dome piece so fucking shiny. Because before you started growing your shit out, that fucking head was glistening like the Dome of the Rock. So I have a rotary shaver, and that shit doesn't do the job. And I don't like using normal razors because it cuts the fuck out of my head. So just let me know what your routine was. And also, the other night, I fucked this bitch, and she had a bleedy pussy, and I went in the bathroom, and there was blood over my dick. It was disgusting. All right, love you, baby. Adam K.
Okay. A lot going on there. A lot of fun. That man just shotgunned a Monster Energy drink. Truly, your vibes are fucked, pal. Can I tell you that right off the bat? And I'm not trying to cast judgment on you. Your vibes are too jittery. Okay? And look, we've all been there when it comes to a bloody pussy, but don't be disgusted. What are you, a child? You fucked. Come on, man. You know how nice that is? Some girl undid your Nightmare Before Christmas zip hoodie and fucking sucked your fucking penis while holding onto your ribs. You were 100% a skinny man with a fucking lip tattoo or lip ring right here. 100%. This man has a lip ring right here. I'm willing to bet $4,000 on it. That at least at some point in his life, he has worn etnies and had that fucking lip ring. So grow up, pal. Okay? Adam is my friend also. I like him so much more than you. Okay. What was the question? I'm just thinking about this guy shivering because they didn't have the flavor of diet mountain or diet fucking monster that he likes. He's going through withdrawals because the Sunoco is out and he's banned from shopping at the 7-Eleven. What was his question? Do you remember his question, Ralph?
He wanted to know how you get your bald head so shiny.
Right. That's right. Just fucking, I haven't destroyed my skin with a prolonged amphetamine use. That's probably a big part of it. And I don't sleep in my friend's mother's basement that has a mold problem. So already I have a couple legs up on you. I've been blessed with beautiful natural skin. The Lord hasn't blessed me with a lot, but I have natural skin. But I will just say you want to use some lotion, and I used a wall. It's called a balding shaver, which is very disrespectful to the bald community, but that's what it's called, balding shaver. It's red, and it does a really close shave. So that's what I used back in the day, and then I lotioned up the dome from time to time. But usually, I have to be honest, I have pretty nice skin. But good luck to you, pal.